Oh, hello out there world. My name's Chris and I'm retired working for you. And today's video, I gotta limber up because we're going for a walk in the park. Well, it's not just a walk in the park. Number 9 on the Bangkok list to rule them all is... I'm standing here in Lumphini Park, and 10 years ago, Mark Wiens had this place at number 9 on his top 25 things to do in Bangkok.
Surrounded by tall buildings. This is like a sanctuary of greenness in the middle.
And that's exactly where it's gonna stay on my list. Bangkok's done some crazy things with what I'm gonna call the Central Park Network, and I'm gonna tour you through the whole thing, starting right here at Lumphini. So to get here, you can either take the BTS or the MRT line. Jotini Clap. I'm currently taking a motorbike taxi. I gotta love these guys. Kapkun Cap, a tip for you. 50 baht for the motorbike taxi, and that's a good deal. The Lumphini Park's right over there. We gotta get across the street to get inside. So as I was saying, you can take the BTS, and it's on the dark green line, station called Saladang. That's where we just came, kitty quarter from here, about a 3-minute walk. Or you can take the MRT right here to Silom Station. And now we're at the very southwest end of Lumphini Park. We got one of the park guards taking a little snooze behind us. This is the end that I'm gonna recommend you go in. It's got this big statue here. That's the big marker. And Lumphini Park is entirely enclosed by these purple and white walls. This is the entry point that you should be coming in. And of course, no trip to Lumphini would be complete if you don't run into at least 1 or 2 Lumphini lizards. Don't know if you can see this big fella over my shoulder, but these things are almost as big as I am. For the most part, they won't hurt you. This was the very first public park ever in Bangkok, and it's still one of the most impressive. It's pretty big. It's 360 rai, which is 142 acres. Oh my God, I'm in a den of crows. No, a murder of crows. Isn't that what they call it? Can you hear them? I don't like crows. They freak me out. I feel like I'm in an Alfred Hitchcock movie. Like crows are gonna come down and start eating my eyes. Good God, they're in the trees up here. They're everywhere.
Welcome to a new season of Alfred Hitchcock Presents.
Here's a tip for you. If you don't like muddy shoes, stay on the pathways. You'll also avoid the murders of crows. These pathways are wide, they're paved, they're great, and they snake through the park where you'll find all kinds of people enjoying it in different ways. This place is absolutely gorgeous. You got not 1, but 2 artificial lakes. You got grandkids out playing with grandsons, fathers teaching sons how to play basketball, boys playing badminton, people taking selfies. They got little boats. There's all kinds of stuff to do here. I'd recommend coming in the early morning or near sunset, and if you're lucky, you'll catch one of the group aerobics classes. This park is amazing, and we're now kind of approaching my favorite exit, and I'll tell you why. It's right beside these cool little Buddhist statues. This is what you're gonna wanna find. Second Buddhist statue's right there. Oh, one last Lumphini lizard. I'm gonna chase this little guy. Second last Buddhist little monument there. Spirit house is right there. And this is the exit you're gonna wanna take. There is a 7-Eleven across the street, and you might need to hydrate if you don't have water. I got some water with me, so I'm all good to go. And we're now on the north side of Lumphini Park, if you look at it on a map. So while you're walking along the north hall, if you're hungry, Swadee Cap. Oh, looks good. You can get some ice cream from this gentleman. You can stop at one of, there's usually a lot of food here. It's just getting towards sunset now, so they're all, you can see them kind of shutting down shop for the day. But these places are really, really amazing. And so if you come, as long as you're not here too late, then there's a lot of street restaurants, those little makeshift restaurants where they pop open some folding tables. We're just witnessing the collapse of these restaurants at night. Hard workers, I tell you, hard workers. So just as we're about to get to the northeast corner, I should point out, today's video is dedicated to my Malaysian viewers. You guys are the 9th most top viewers of Retired Working For You out of any country in the world. A lot of Malaysians watching. I like that. Our neighbors to the south, this video is for you, Malaysia. Cheers. We've made our way now to the northeast corner, and what you're gonna need to do is get up over this busy street onto that overpass up there, and what you gotta walk up these stairs to do it. They call this walkway the Lumphini Benjakitti walkway. We got a way cooler name for it here. The locals in Thailand call it the Green Mile. This guy knows how to do the Green Mile in style. Little fist bump? Yes, he knows what he's doing. You'll always find students up here. Down that way, Siloam. Up that way is Sukhumvit. And splitting right down the middle is where we're going. So this is a 1.3 kilometer stretch of raised walkway that just slices right through the center of Bangkok. Up over there, just a few hundred meters away, you can see the skyscrapers of Sukhumvit. And as much as I love the hustle and bustle of this amazing city, I mean, let's be honest, the biggest room for improvement for Bangkok by far is the walkability. The sidewalks out there aren't so great, but right in the middle of all that is this. Now this goes another 500 meters down that way, and that's how you used to have to take it. All the way down to Benjakitti Park, the old Benjakitti Park. But for the first time ever, this new entrance to the brand new Bangkok Central Forest is open. Being guarded by some scary looking gentlemen, but they seem to have let me through. So this is my first time ever. I'm very excited. I'm walking on the raised platforms, and I'm in the brand new Bangkok Central Forest. This is perhaps the best example of how Bangkok's probably improved since you were here last. For years, during COVID, they had the army in here working really fast to build this network of raised up platforms and swamplands and walkways. It's the only forest in central Bangkok, and it's just another planet, it's another world. Now that it's pretty much done, this is, I think, phase 2, which is done. It just stretches. It's like you're in the center, 360 degrees. You can barely hear the city. You can hear the birds. It's just a complete escape from the craziness that's downtown Bangkok. And my hat's off to the Bangkok government. Whoever pulled this off, thank you. Because this makes your city even better than it already was. And they're not even done with this yet. So this is phase 3 over here. We're not going to be allowed to go in, but this used to be the old tobacco factory, the old tobacco company, who really started this whole project up along with Queen Sirikit in the third and final part of the park, which we're just about to get there. But this is going to turn into a kind of an indoor, outdoor, industrial looking type of museum. So what you're going to want to do now is walk through the giant forest I'm looking at and find the exit of this park, and then I'll tell you where to go next. You'll know you've reached the entrance that I'm talking about when you're surrounded in these yellow flowers. It's on both sides, and then you just head out through the 2 big white pillars and over to that end of the parking lot. So if you haven't been to Bangkok since before COVID, this whole section back here didn't exist. That was nothing. That was blocked off. The Green Mile actually ends right there, and until that section all opened, you walked all the way down the Green Mile, and you still could, and you enter the original Benjakitti Park. So this park has a few different features. First, you got the whole shaded tree area, which is great to have a picnic, a really family-friendly zone. It also has the outdoor gym where I started the video off. Then this place also has its own man-made lake. It's got a 2.5 kilometer track around the outside. So if you're into running, then this is another great place to come for a run. The lake is tree lined, it's got flowers, gorgeous, lots of lizards here too. So you got Lumphini Park, Bangkok's first ever park. You got this one, Benjakitti, which opened back in 2004. And then you have the brand new Central Forest Park, which is ever expanding, and they're all interconnected by the Green Mile. Yeah, this place, a walk in the park, walk in 3 parks, definitely deserves to be top 10 in the list. And if you're wondering, after all those steps, what neighborhood we've ended up in, back in the hustle and bustle of a soak. So we started over in Siloam, we walked, we didn't even touch a city road. We escaped all of this, but we've ended up back here in a soak in central Bangkok. And I should tell you that if you pair number 9, today's item on the list, with number 3, you're gonna make an amazing day. Oh, what's number 3? Well, I can't tell you. That's a surprise. Motorbikes. Anyways, coming up tomorrow, number 8. We'll get to number 3, but make sure you pair it with this when you're making your Bangkok itinerary. Motorbikes. Sawadee Kap. Yes. Best of Bangkok. What's that? Oh, he's a motorcycle uptime.
Okay.
You going to work?
My name is Tum.
Tom?
Okay.
All right, Tom, you're on the best of Bangkok list.
Bangkok.
Number 9, brother. Cheers. But he says number 13. Getting out on the streets of Bangkok. Top 25, baby. See you tomorrow.